2 plays have taken the lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they? Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing. It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone. Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Dillon. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Dillon again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. Dillon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Flush to his right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. Throwing now is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Rodgers with a keeper, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray, flushed out right. He'll dump this one off to Connor. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this is caught off the deflection. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Jones. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. On the return, Isabella. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They begin on the ground here with Connor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. It's J.J. Watt. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, no.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start with a give to Connor, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Murray on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. A solid stiff arm. Hurdles, there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 68 yards. And the Cardinals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but
the Cards get to it here. He's brought down for a sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Back to throw it, Murray. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second